to be able to sing in temple, in the house of worship, the joy that you feel in your heart, just singing praises to God, just to be able to offer our thanksgiving here in the temple. It's overwhelming.
We're very thankful na muli tayong nakasamba dito pa sa templo. Ano po?
Gabi-gabi po, nagpapanata po ang aming sambahayan na sana una matapos yung pandemic. Ganon din po, sana makabalik kami dito sa Templo Central para makasamba, makatupad ng aming mga tungkulin.
Halos mahigit 4 na buwan po ang hinintay po namin para makapagsagawa po ng pagsamba sa gusaling sambahan, lalo na dito sa Banal na Templo.
Ito'y panatang sinagot ng Ama kasi kinasasabikan natin na makabalik sa templo para dito magsagawa ng pagpapasalamat, pagsamba. So napakasaya po namin, napakasaya ko po.
I've missed it. I missed it so much. It felt so good to be able to perform again, to sing hymns of praises to God.
The beginning of this year saw countries around the world tackling the spread of a novel coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, which causes the COVID-19 disease. The pandemic has since affected millions of people globally. To curb the spread of COVID-19, various governments implemented community quarantines and consequently, the prohibition of large religious gatherings.
Dahil po sumusunod ang Iglesia ni Cristo sa mga panuntunan ng pamahalaan, ay nagkaroon po tayo ng mga tinatawag na pagsambang pansambahayan. Doon po yung mga leksyon na binalangkas din ng pamamahala ay binabasa sa atin na nagsisilbing gabay natin at aral na tinatanggap natin linggo-linggo.
Some of these household worship services throughout the past few months were led by the executive minister of the Church of Christ through the use of video conferencing. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues, the situation in different places globally has been changing, and so countries have been reassessing the parameters of their respective community quarantines to give their citizens the opportunity to continue in earning a living, while at the same time keeping them safe. Since July 10, religious gatherings have been allowed to commence in areas of the Philippines under new general community quarantine guidelines. And on July 19, 2020, the Executive Minister of the Church of Christ, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, led the anniversary Thanksgiving worship service at the Central Temple of the Church, commemorating the Church of Christ's 106th anniversary. This was also linked to 3,822 remote sites all over the Philippines. To ensure that this gathering was in line with the guidelines of the general community quarantine, various safety measures were implemented leading up to and during the event.
All sorts of things that can prevent the outbreak of a virus in the congregation has been taught and has been mitigated. We ask our brethren to use a face mask, eye protection, or face shield.
In addition to these precautions, the following measures were also implemented. Each worshipper and performing church officer underwent COVID-19 rapid testing during the week leading up to the anniversary Thanksgiving, with only those with no COVID-19 being allowed to attend in the temple. Attendance restrictions were also placed on age groups at high risk of contracting COVID-19. Sanitizing stations were set up at key areas of the temple and compound. The whole temple was disinfected with chemical agents used in hospital surgeries, as well as the use of UVC light. The temple was also fitted with air purifiers, which captures particles as small as 0.1 microns. During the event, the temple was filled up to only 10% of its maximum capacity, as laid out by the GCQ guidelines. Each worshipper was seated at least 6 feet apart, indicated by social distancing markers placed on the ground. Social distancing was also strictly implemented as the worshippers entered the temple and as they vacated afterwards. Plexiglass barriers were also installed on the pulpit to facilitate social distancing during the homily of the executive minister and prayers led by accompanying ministers.
Ako, susunod ako kahit ano pang mga requirements na yan, basta makasamba ako sa Diyos. Kasi isa yun sa aking tungkulin bilang Iglesia ni Cristo.
In the lesson today, it was mentioned to us that we should always give thanks to God, no matter what.
Hindi huhad lang ang pandemya. Ito po ay isang magandang pagkakataon pa. Lalo patunayan natin sa Panginoon Diyos na sa kabila ng lumalaganap na hirap, kasabay po kasi ng pandemya yung susunod kahirapan, kawalan ng trabaho, kawalan ng hanap buhay, lalo ho kami magpapasalamat at tatanaw ng malaking utang na loob. Napakarami pong dapat ipagpasalamat sa Panginoon Diyos. Buhay po kami't malakas. Andyan po ang aming pamilya nakapaglilingkod sa Panginoon Diyos sa kabila ng lumalaganap na karamdaman.
For us members, we're just thankful that we still have this life and strength and still able to worship God because He keeps us safe. He provides us everything that we need, even like a peace of mind. For us, what's important is that we're members and we have this privilege to worship God. Without my membership, I don't know how I would be in today's world. My membership keeps me grounded, and that's what I'm most thankful for.
During this worship service, the executive minister also launched the new theme of the church, which is based on 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 13. Put all your hope in the grace that will be yours.
My conviction going forward, I want to do the best that I can to help in the works of propagation and even edification, or to just sing like my heart out. You know, I want to do the best that I can to help in this last work of salvation.
For more news on worship services and activities led by the executive minister, please stay tuned for more executive news special updates and executive news feature episodes. From the executive news team, happy 106th anniversary.